Hey, how's it going, guys? So, this is the fix for the Model 3 door panel. I know that a lot of people were complaining about the buzzing when you have the bass turned up to high, especially on the SR Plus and the Standard Range Plus, where you really need the bass because there's a lack of a subwoofer. You'd need this bass really high to compensate for the loss of the sub. It's still not as much, but it's something, and I gotta say it's pretty bad when it's rattling. I'd rather have no bass than rattles, buzzing really. So this is the fix for it. The fix is really not that hard. You just have to take off the 3 bolts on the door, which is super simple, and then you just pull at one corner of the door, preferably like this corner right here. Just pull from it, and the top left corner. Make sure to get the tweeter out too before you start pulling on anything, because the tweeter kind of keeps everything intact with this hook that's attached to it. Otherwise, you'll break the plastic hook on the tweeter. But you see, what I did is whatever's buzzing in here is just wires on plastic. Now, like you can see right here where I put a little bit of foam, so it doesn't hit directly on the plastic anymore. There's foam separating it, so it won't hit when it's buzzing, when the speaker's on, when the sub or the woofer, the door woofer, when that's going off really loud. None of this stuff is vibrating against each other. And this is just simply what I did on the door. So I have up here, I'm just preventing any sort of rattles, so nothing comes up in the future. I don't have to worry about it ever. Everything's already taken care of. So I have just this right here for just an absorber. That's really unnecessary, but that's really just to dampen it. But this is the window regulator. By the way, this is the driver's door. Window regulator, you can see these wires coming up. I put a piece of foam right there. Foam would be, the foam is I believe it's a 24 feet. It's a Frost King silicone adhesive. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the link to this in the description, but it's about $7 and you can get it at Home Depot. In the air conditioning stuff aisle. You can see also right here, you know, right here, there's really no likelihood of having a buzz right there, since it's impossible of hitting the door panel. But I did put it up here so that wouldn't hit, since everything up here is attached. I also put one right here coming down where all the control switches are. Comes down right into here, and then I still haven't started on the door panel itself. I just started on the frame, pretty much the car frame. And then I'm gonna show you guys what I did to the door panel. For this, you're gonna actually need, before you get started, this foam, electrical tape, or electrical tape is preferred, and then also double-sided tape, since you'll need that just for other things, similar to, like, for example, here you see that connector. That could very well be the rattle. So I'm gonna make sure all this is nice and tight, and everything is insulated. You know, I got the door taken care of. You know, I actually took this to the service center, and look at what they did to it. They did a pretty crappy job, not gonna lie. They put super glue right here. They actually like burnt the plastic, and then you got more super glue right here. You got this like epoxy type stuff that's all in here. Let me see if I can get a better angle of this. Yeah, especially right here, you can see it's really bad. Yeah, this is what the service center does. You know, it depends on which service center. I took this to service center, the nearest service center near me, so I know I'm not going to take it there again. But I'm gonna fix it. Their fix really didn't do anything. I'm gonna fix this right so you guys wouldn't have to do so many trips to the service center about this, because trust me, I've been there 4 times for the same problem, and I know how sick you get of going. And you know, frankly, it's just you know, it's so frustrating. So I'm gonna come back with all the foam on the door panel to show you guys where I put it and how to do it. Okay, so I'm back with pretty much the finished product. So I have foam running along pretty much all of the wires on the door panel. And for those wires that are being clipped in, like for example this one, I just put another round of electrical tape, so it's very snug. And the same with over here, these wires that are on these hooks, these little hooks that hook in the wires. I also put extra electrical tape on those to keep those from rattling at all in there. But yeah, other than that, it's pretty much done. I have all the foam running, like again, on this. And for areas where I didn't want to put foam, I put electrical tape. This is definitely a lot better than something like more permanent. I mean, this is permanent, but it's something better than having this that, you know, you can't really take off. This you could take off. Yeah, so this is the door panel rattle fix. I sometimes put an extra little piece of foam on here just to dampen it. You could also put it on the door, make it sound more solid when you close it. It's absorbed. But yeah, other than that, that's it for this video. It's super simple. The only hard part, or hard part for someone who have not taken the door apart, is just taking it apart. That's the hardest part. The rest, it's, you have the door open, you can do whatever. So that's what I like to do, because I don't like taking the door panel off often. So what I would just rather do is just prevent any sort of rattles. So I'll do everything that could ever rattle in this door. And that's what I did here. I made sure everything is tight, made sure everything is snug. And really, there's not a lot. There's just a few wires here and there. A few wires. I'm sure you guys can do a better job than I did with the foam, but I'm just doing what works. I'm still going to use some of this for the rear headliner. Some people have a rear headliner that buzzes, and that's because it buzzes against the airbag and the airbag unit. There's a metal unit back there, and I'm going to do a video about this and how to insulate the headliner as well, the rear headliner in the Model 3. Okay, so I just got all the clips in. I closed the door. I do recommend that before you put all the screws back in, to close the door and listen to some music that may have made it buzz before, and check that. So then it's easier to pull off. You don't have to take the screws all out again. But I just did that, and it sounds awesome. All the sound that was coming out of this door is eliminated. And I'm gonna go ahead and start putting the screws back in, and then test the sound again, because I want to make sure before I go on another drive. And yeah, that's it. Okay, so this is the sound test. Sounds really good to me. Alright guys, so if you guys like this video and if you find it helpful, please consider subscribing, since I'll be doing more videos like these. And go ahead and let me know in the comments if this worked for you, and give it a thumbs up. Alright, thanks for watching.